guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting and long awaited wax haul to share with you guys. First off, I've got nothing on my nails. I'm still letting them kind of do their thing for a little while. My long awaited SuperTarts Wax Wednesday haul, ordered in November of 2020. Yeah, it's March, I know. Stay tuned, you guys. Part 2 of Patricia nose to toes when she comes to sniff all my SuperTarts wax. This is my Wax Wednesday order from SuperTarts. I will link the information down below to their website. The best way to find out what they're doing, coming up with new pre-orders and that, definitely is to follow their Facebook. That's generally how you need to follow almost every vendor. SuperTarts does have a little bit of ready to ship, but mostly they're doing pre-orders and things. Okay, so what came, first I'll show you the sample. First off, we have Loreal, and this is the one gripe I have of this. And I know COVID is is what everyone says, but I wasted so much time putting on labels. I'm being honest, I'm being real. I know COVID, less people, I got it, but an extra month worth of time. Anyway, what I'm trying to say though, I love SuperTarts. They're like a top vendor of mine, but I had to write every Sentinel description on every single one of my clams. It took me an hour, and I had to buy these stickers, and I have to make sure I had a pin. It's a little frustrating because I thought we were over this part, but it seems that we went backwards. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping that was just for Wax Wednesday, that if anyone orders from here on out, the scent notes will be on the actual products as they were before. Because it took me over an hour to do all of this. And I waited patiently. I didn't get my order in until, I think it was like the 18th of March. I waited very, very long time. I was ordered the Wednesday before American Thanksgiving in November. So I, like everybody else, waited very, very patiently. I'm just saying it's definitely a gripe I have, regardless of COVID or not. Extra month, just know that SuperTarts is one of my top vendors, but I also appreciated that they were one of a handful of vendors that actually put their Sentinel descriptions on. Rant over. Anyway, I received a sample in Loreal, and Loreal is described as coffee, midnight ice cream, and cinnamon donuts. So that was that one. They're pretty cute, like a miniature size of their clamshell. We were handed out a booklet, broken down in, depending on, obviously where it fell, like whether it was spiced pumpkin, mint, sweet, what have you. So I highlighted all the ones that I ordered. So anyway, I was happy for that, because otherwise I would have spent even longer online trying to find the Sentinel description. So I will say I am thankful for that. So the very first item I picked up was Helwig. With the SuperTarts Wax Wednesday order, which was again the Wednesday before American Thanksgiving in November, everything on the website was 20% off. I'm sad to see that not the entire stock was available. There were some coffee scents that she never had on there, like Predator. I love to stock up on my coffee scents because not that many vendors do coffee well, and I do find that SuperTarts does it well. Anyway, long short of it is I couldn't get Predator because they didn't have it. So they didn't have their full lineup. But anyway, Helwig is one of my absolute favorite scents from SuperTarts. Less is more with SuperTarts. You only need one client or one little square, and I'll send up your whole house. I put the year, the month, and the day I got it. So actually it was the 19th of March. So Helwig is described as chai tea, creamy cheesecake, and clove. One of my favorite chai tea scents. Love this one. Picked up another Yippee-Ki-Yay. This is one that this year and 2020 Christmas of, as well as probably this coming 2020 if we're not going anywhere. This will be our Christmas morning melt. This is iced sugar cookies and pine needles. It's a fantastic blend. It is definitely something I save for Christmas or right at Christmas Day. New to me is Elm Street, and Elm Street is described as pumpkin, creme brulee, toasted marshmallow, and cornbread. I'm really excited to try newer scents when their sale is only once a year. When I do order from Wax Wednesday, I do like to pick up some items I've never tried before because it is 20% off, and hey, this is the best time to try it. So looking forward to that one. Big fan. My husband, when I told him, hey, I've got a wax melt called TARTS, he was like, what? Anyway, so TARTS is blue sugar cream and tea and cakes. And this one is also new to me. I have never smelled this one either, and it does smell really, really good. I've had this one before. It's beautiful. It's Sofia, and Sofia is described as pear gelato, blackberry jam. Two of my favorite type of scents mixed together. Hello, yes. The only thing that's missing in this maybe would be a plum, which would make this like the triple threat. Like you've got your pear, your blackberry, and if you had plum in there, that'd be your triple threat. But I love Sofia. Very, very good. This is a repurchase. Then we have Fairy Dust, which is new to me. I have never tried this one. This is fresh balsam, raspberry, and cake batter. Again, it's something I wanted to pick up to hold on to for the winter season next year. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. Then we have Borg. Borg is a repurchase of mine. I really, really love this one. It's lemon custard, red apple, vanilla bean, and ocean breezes. This is just gorgeous. I love the scent. The lemon custard definitely comes out on top. Kind of in the way that you read this in the order is how I smell all those different notes. Felicity. I believe this is the first time I've ever ordered Felicity. Felicity is a coffee, cake batter, and cornbread. So really, really yummy. Kind of like a twist between a coffee and a Casper. It wasn't just a dream. This is not new to me. This has been a repurchase a few times. So this is lavender pink sugar, vanilla cream, and peppermint. Love this one. It's so strong. I haven't had it in quite some time. I had like a big band bag of it at one point. It's so good for the bedroom. Anything with lavender, total bedroom scent for me. So I picked up Bishop. It's probably only been around for a couple of years now. Bishop was actually one of her scents that she blended in one of her, I want to say 2018 advent calendar-ish, somewhere around there. And what she does is she'll make some new blends for the advent calendar pieces. And if they become popular, she makes them into full-on mainstream, like order now kind of thing. And Bishop was one of those. And Bishop is described as peppermint twist, vanilla bean cookies, driftwood musk. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, I had this first off at that advent calendar, but this is a repurchase in the actual clamshell size. Total repurchase for me. I love this scent. Bloody Face is blood orange, rain, and pink sugar. I love citrusy scents in the bathroom. I love like rain or raindrop type scents in the bathroom, and pink sugar, like hello. This is like so good. This is clearly, I melt 1 cube in my bathroom in each of our bathrooms at the time. And I love this one. It is a repurchase for me. So this is new to me. This is Countess, and Countess is described as pistachio, chai tea, and sweetened milk. So I'm looking forward to trying it. It definitely has a lot of the things I love. Sweet milk, it can go a little sour sometimes, but on cold, it doesn't smell sour. I love the smell of pistachio, and of course, I love chai tea. You guys saw me already haul Helwig there, the very first item I pulled out. I'm looking forward to trying this very, very soon. And just so you guys know, the reason why I label or I put the dates on my wax, first of all, it doesn't have a date stamped when it was made. I don't do this if a vendor puts like when it was blended. It's because if I end up having multiples of something and they all look the same, I just like to know what's the oldest one. So I'll pull the oldest one out first and melt those ones, and then kind of obviously go backwards in date. So yeah, that's why. Amity Island, I pretty much picked up as much as I could from the Jaws collection. So Amity Island is Jaws, which Jaws is sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, and pear, with rosemary and fresh mint being the Amity Island part. So love this one, and Jaws is just a blend that I've always loved, and Nelson actually really, really enjoys. So of course I had to stock up on my Jaws blends. At one point I had so much of Rosalie, and I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna get through. There were older pieces of wax, clamshells, and so I went through them, and I'm like, okay, so then next time we have a Wax Wednesday, I'm ordering 2 of these. So Rosalie is one of my favorites as well. It's peppermint coconut cream pie. At one point on the SuperTarts website, this was the most popular, the most sold scent that they had. Of course, Rosalie is from Twilight, the series Twilight, in the character Rosalie. Really, really love this one. So I have been out of this for quite a few months. So I knew when Wax Wednesday came around, I was going to order more so that I would always have some. It is a great, great scent. An OG scent from SuperTarts. This is called Go to Sleep. This is lavender, sweet cream, and pink sugar. It is the most beautiful blend. I love this one in the bedroom. Before you go to sleep, like it says, go to sleep. I like to have this on in the evening, so I don't keep my warmers on at night, like while we're sleeping, just because there's light bulbs and that. But I love how when I turn this off in the warmer in the bedroom to go to bed, you still smell this. You smell this for so long. Again, if you don't have a collection like I do of wax, one of these cubes will last you days and days and days. Like, use it until you can't smell that scent anymore. But I have so much wax that I basically use it one day and it's out the next. And I know to some it might be wasteful, but I just have a lot of wax. So anyway, Go to Sleep is one of her OG scents. One of the first ones I was ever introduced to. Whether it be watching somebody I watched on YouTube and then purchased myself, but Go to Sleep is an absolute fantastic blend. Love Nova Prime so much. This is a repurchase as well. The scent notes are a bakery shop, sweet lemon meringue, and blackberry cream. Oh, Brandy's blackberry is just, yeah, there's no words for it. I love her blackberry. I did pick up Blown Up, which again is part of the Jaws collection. So it is Jaws, which is sea salt, ozone, sea grass, plum, pear, and then the blown up portion is lemon custard. So of course had to buy this one because I love Jaws. This is a new one to me, and again, TARTS, Doctor Who. My husband's like, what, really? They have like wax melts that are my favorite characters ever? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. So this is new to me. This is Robius Tea Shortbread Cookies and Vanilla Custard. So I'm looking forward to that. It's brand new. I've never sniffed this before. Like, I've never actually melted this myself. Immortal Child. Now, I believe it was my very first haul from SuperTarts that I hauled a bunch of melts from The Big Bang Theory, a lot of the names from there, but I also had Immortal Child. I love this one. It was very difficult to find on the website for quite some time. I think it's a favorite by many. So this one is described as pink sugar, lavender, vanilla cream, strawberry, and pound cake. It's delectable, delicious, and wonderful. I love this one, and absolutely is a repurchase and would be one in the future as well. Then you see Jasper. Of course, we're still talking Twilight. So the Jasper is Satsuma and Soft Laundry. Again, 2 scents, citrus and laundry scents. Again, those and together even better. These are the type of scents I put in the bathrooms. Yes, I love Jasper very, very much. Actually, a lot. I want to say I almost like every single one of the Twilight's melts. They're up my alley. I can't say that about some of the different groupings that she's done in the past, but I love Twilight. I went to Forks, Washington. I stayed in a hotel and it was very Twilight-esque. But above and beyond all of that, I just really actually fell in love with the whole collection. For the most part, there's only maybe one melt that I probably wouldn't purchase in the future, but you're gonna see even more from this in the future, because I've also melted a bunch of other ones in the past. But Jasper is definitely amazing. Then we have Chomper, which again is one of the wax melts that start off as Jaws, and they just add one little thing at the end to make it their own. So it's Jaws, which is sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum pear, and mac apple, which makes Chomper. So this is so good, you guys. Oh, I love saving this one if I can to the end of summer, beginning of fall, because of the apple. So delicious. This one was a little out of the ordinary for me. This is Darryl. And if anyone's ever ordered this before, please tell me if you have tried this before. What did you think about it on cold versus what you thought about it warmed up? Clearly I haven't warmed it up yet. This is a brand new purchase. This one is blackberry, sugar crystals, leather, vanilla cream. That leather is something dirty. Like, I'm not saying in a bad way, but that leather is dirty. Dirty Darryl. That's what I'm gonna say, dirty Darryl. Anyway, so I like the scent on cold, but I'm like a little concerned of what it's gonna do when it melted. I don't know why I have this feeling. I don't know. But again, if you tried it before, let me know down below. And then we have Ellen, which again is part of the Jaws lineup. So it is Jaws, which is sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, and pear with pink sugar, which makes Ellen. And again, this is an absolutely beautiful blend. I love this one. This is a repurchase of mine. This is Silver Surfer. This is described as sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and red apple, vanilla bean, and ocean breeze. So it's basically Jaws and the Omen, I think. So Jaws is the sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and Omen is red apple, vanilla bean, and ocean breeze. So I love this one. It's been a repurchase of mine. Very, very good. And here we go. This is the Jaws. This is just regular Jaws, which is Nelson's favorite. He loves all the blends for Jaws, and he calls it the shark wax. That's just how he calls it. But all those other ones I mentioned, they had Jaws in it, which is sea salt, fresh air, seagrass, sliced plum, and sweet pear. So good. And it reminds him of a very expensive hotel. Like, you know how hotels have like a certain scent when that they push out into the lobbies and that. It reminded me of reminded Nelson of some real high-end hotel that he stayed in before. So he was like, I like that. And for him, that's saying something, because the guy does not have a good sniffer. Bridget Jones's Diary. This is a repurchase of mine. This is something I like to melt in the fall. So I'm just going to save this one for the fall. This is Harvest Ale and Shaving Cream. So I found that I really love shaving cream in the bathrooms, whether it's on its own or blended. This one you'll see probably in towards September, October of this year. I'll be melting this one. This is delicious. I love this one, and it's been repurchased. Then we have Minerva. So you guys know how much I love this one. I love this one, I'd say almost as equally to Beauty and the Beast, which I didn't order any Beauty and the Beast this time because I had like 2 band bags and 4 clamshells of that one scent, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I was trying to be reasonable. So Minerva is probably one of my top scents from any vendor at all. This is Pink Sugar and Laundry. This is such a beast when it comes to throw, projection, and lasting power. This will last in your home. You could have your warmer on 24/7 for about a week and you'll still get a scent out of this. This is one of my favorites, and it's one of those few scents that I can honestly say, if I had a huge house, I'd want this scent in every single room. That's saying something, again, with someone with a big collection. Then we have Ali, and I don't think I've ever tried this one. This is the Ginger Ale, Satsuma, and Boysenberry. Again, it was 20% off, and I like to obviously buy some of my favorites. But while I'm on a discount, I've always like to try a couple new things. So Ali is something I've never tried, so I'm really looking forward to melting this one. This is such a good one. If you like laundry, guys, Mama's Family is Laundry, Blackberry, and Lemon Custard. Now, Brandy's Laundry, awesome. Her blackberry, bar none, one of my absolute favorites from any vendor. And lemon custard is just chef's kiss. Love this one. Again, if I'm cleaning the house out, it's again one of those nice fresh scents in the spring. You have like the first day you can open a window up, and you got the window open, and there's a breeze, and then you melting this. It smells like laundry. It smells so good. I love this one. I've had this before. This is Sentinel, and Sentinel is described as herbal, lavender, blackberry, and marshmallow. So I have to kind of be in the mood for this one because it has the lavender in it. I do melt this one in the bedroom. I'm not a fan of herbal lavender. I rather the sweet lavender, but because it's mixed with blackberry and marshmallow, that kind of sort of, melds it up to something more sweet. So I do like this one. Obviously, I bought it. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I think I ordered 2 chompers. Yeah, I think I totally did. This is this is the second chomper. So we have chomper, which again is Jaws mixed with mac apple. So sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, mac apple. Again, obviously really good. I'm just surprised I ordered 2 of them. We have Golem. I've had this before. Absolutely love this one. This is described as Ocean Breeze, Red Apple, and Vanilla Bean Blackberry. This is beautiful. Again, her blackberry is just like, it's just so scrumptious. I love it. Fake and Bake. I have a load of this still, not quite as much as I do, let's say, Beauty and the Beast, but I love Fake and Bake. It's just like, if you're a gourmand lover, you can totally fake it to make it. Like, everyone will think you're baking something special when they come over to visit you, if you're allowed to have visitors at this point. But you can psych it out because guess what? You're not making anything. This is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and sweet cream. This is gorgeous. Probably one of my favorite, I would say, gourmand scents from Brandy. Yeah, that's a pretty big statement. I really enjoy this one. I only picked up one because I have so much of it in my collection. Totally love this one. This is Blanche from the Golden Girls collection. This is Laundry, Fizzy White Grapes, Geranium, Patchouli, and Sweet Musk. It's supposed to be K. And Lollipops. I really truly get pretty much the lollipops, the fizzy, grapey type wine-ish, and the laundry. I don't get the patchouli, I don't get the musk, I don't get the geranium per se. That's why I love this. I love Blanc. Out of the Golden Girls collection that she does have, this is my favorite one. Also a repurchase for me, this is Magneto, and this is Strawberry Lavender Vanilla Buttercream. This is gorgeous. Again, you would fall in love with this. You would get hungry from smelling this. This is a repurchase. I love this one. Harlequin, this is also a repurchase of mine. I love this one as well, obviously. Pink Sugar, Waffle Cone, and Blackberry. Oh, you are so good. Love this one so much. Gandalf, and you guys know with me with coffee, there's a lot of coffee that Brandy does and many vendors do, but for me coffee has to stand out first amongst all the other blended materials that they use. So Gandalf is sweetened cereal, marshmallow, sugar, milk, coffee, and vanilla cream. This is really nice, but I get coffee first and then the rest here. So that's kind of the reason why I love Predator, and I wish I could get Predator because that was like it's my favorite coffee blend from Brandy, and it was not available at Wax Wednesday at all. So anyway, and actually her pre-order she just did for coffee blends, it was also not on there. I'm like, what are we missing? What am I missing? Do I miss something? Like my favorite one. Anyway, another great harvest ale type scent from SuperTarts. This is Birds, and this one is described as harvest ale, pumpkin donuts, brown sugar, and buttercream. Gorgeous. I do have a lot of this in back stock too. Again, not like I have a lot, but I wanted to get one clam just to hold me over. But this is in Jasper. But anyway, this is toasted marshmallow, vanilla bean, cornbread, and Mexican fried ice cream. This is absolutely gorgeous. And again, if you're a gourmand lover, oh, you're gonna love this. Then we have La Push, which is a freshie. So this one here is raindrops, sage leaf, and orange peel. And if you've known me, you know how I don't like sage. But sage in this one is not one of the most prominent scents. The raindrops and the orange peel. The orange peel is a very bitter scent, obviously, as you can imagine. And then the raindrops. So that's what I get mostly from this, and that's why it's become a favorite of mine. I'm not a fan of sage. I grew up around sage. If I had a choice, I just wouldn't smell it. I don't smell the sage as strongly in La Push. And this has been a repurchase of mine many, many times over. Then we have Jackal, which is another blackberry. You guys know I love the blackberry. So blackberry jam, zucchini, bread, toasted marshmallow. So delicious. And then we have Emmett, another one from the Twilight series. This is woodsy pine and strawberry juice. And when they say strawberry juice, they mean strawberry juice, not like, just bite into a strawberry. No, like squished, fresh strawberry juice. It's so juicy. I don't know how else to describe it except it's absolutely delicious. And you wouldn't think like woodsy pine and strawberry juice would be a match. It's a total match. Chrissys Remains. Again, this is part of the Jaws family. So it's got Jaws, so that's sea salt, ozone, seagrass, plum, pear, and spun sugar to make the Chrissys Remains. And I love this one. And again, any jaw almost. Apparently I got 2 Jackals. There's number 2. And last but not least, I've got Sleepy Beauty. Again, one of her OG scents that she has had for many, many moons. I've had this before. It's just been so long since I've had it. This is lavender, rose, vanilla cream, and birthday cake. Just delicious. And again, anytime I get lavender, it's going to go in the bedroom. Most every lavender blend that I've ever had, I always put in the bedroom. So good. All right, you guys, so that is my haul from Wax Wednesday. I'm really satisfied with it overall. I know I had a bit of a rant at first, but I mean, just being very honest with you, as I always am, I love Brandy's wax. I love her blends. And it's just, the label thing took me I was a little bit gutted when I thought I had to label everything myself. It was an hour and a half on a Friday that I did it. And I could have been doing other things. But anyway, moving along, I'm gonna start whining. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if Brandy's watching, thank you so much for the great blends. I know that they might be doing something very different, or maybe not doing a Wax Wednesday at all. We're kind of up in the air. So of course I'll be watching that as well throughout the year. I know that'll be one of the biggest questions she's going to get on any Facebook Live that she does, which she does quite often, will be about, hey, have you decided what you're going to do for Wax Wednesday? Which I can appreciate it, but I also appreciate the fact that, I do buy the biggest amount of wax on Wax Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.